Okay, cancer guys. If you're watching this, I don't know what to say to you. It's a head fuck. Getting cancer is one of the most scariest things that you can ever get. I kind of describe it as a word that doesn't exist in our emotions. We're brought up with um, jealousy, hatred, love, resentment, all these things you can kind of fear, all these things you can put into little boxes of this is how you feel, and then all of a sudden you get this cancer. You've got cancer, and statistics don't mean anything. Um, you can say, oh, you've got a 10% cure rate, or a 95% cure rate, or a 99% cure rate. It doesn't mean anything because you personally don't know if you're going to die, and you could be the 5% that live, or you could be the 5% that die. So the fact that we've got cures for it, and it's really really good. Saying that, there are cancers that you perform really well on. I was lucky. I understand now how lucky I am. It's 11 years on now. So if anyone's going about to hit cancer and think, oh, that's the end of it, 11 years on. Okay. And I was super fit, unbelievably fit. I would swim the length of Fistral Beach in Newquay just for fun, once a week, swim it from one end and then back, and that would do me, as well as working, cycling, super fit, unbelievably fit. And then I found a lump in lefty, my left testicle. 3 days. I had that 3 days, and this is the important thing with all cancers. You have to get checked out. And my easiest way of looking at it was, if you don't get it checked out, you die. Simple as that. No matter how embarrassing it might be to go to a doctor, flop your knob out, and let him play with your balls, you've got to do this, okay? Because if you don't, you die. And to be honest, the relief of a medical practitioner giving you an answer, good or bad, is better than you wandering around having a feel of it whenever you go to the bathroom. Oh, it's still there. Oh, it's still there. What's going to happen? It's better to go and see, and that's how you live. When I finished my 5 year check, because they watch you like a hawk, I turned around and said thank you to the nurse for basically saving my life, and she said, we didn't. You saved your life. You saved your life because you went in when you found the lump and you got it checked. We cured you. You did it. So to all of you out there who are scared about maybe it is, maybe it isn't, go and get it checked out. And that's how you live. Because the better you get it, the earlier you get it, the better. I mean, the earlier you get it, the better. And that's true. That is exactly true. The faster you get in and get sorted, the better it is. My sort of experience began, I found a lump in my testy. Now, it was, you've got your ball and you've got like your epididymis that goes around there. And mine was where the tubes kind of joined into the actual body of the testy. So, and it was like a Rice Krispie. For those who don't know what Rice Krispie is, it's twice the size of a grain of rice, and it was hard. And I mean hard, like a rock, like a pebble in your nut. And I'd always knew about checking my nut, so I just checked it, and I found it. And you kind of think, you kind of, did I feel that? Did I actually feel something in there? And you kind of, oh, no pain. So oh, it's not hurting. It's not cancer. It's not cancer. It doesn't hurt. No pain. All right. And or is it the other way around? It can't be hurting because if it hurts, it's cancer. One of them's bullshit because it didn't hurt to begin with, and then it hurt. So and really hurt. And to describe it as if you get kicked in the nuts, this is for the guys obviously. If you get kicked in the nuts and you get that horrible gutty feeling that sort of makes you want to be sick but not be sick, it was like that. And it was kind of like if you got a hold of your nut and you pulled it and you just kept pulling it and pulling it and pulling it, that was the sensation, and that got rapidly worse. When I found the lump, there was no pain at all, and then it started to hurt. Now, I had that was on January the 3rd, I think I found the lump. Or was that the appointment? No, I found it. I found it, I think, on about the 26th. 29th, I had a doctor's appointment, and it's the NHS in the UK. So I went to see my doctor. got a lump now. It's weird what you get used to. It really is weird what you get used to, because you you go in and you're quite scared. I mean, it's not often you drop your pants to your GP. I mean, I'm one of these guys who does home surgery. I don't cut ingrown toenails out and stuff. So it's not something I need to go to a doctor's for. You've got to be dying to go to a doctor's. Nearly was. So I went to the doctors, and he had a look, and it's my doctor that I've known since I was young, in my teens. So he knew me, and so I think he kind of knew me because he never sees me. So he kind of said, don't like this. So he then got me back for a scan. And again, I'm going back to my local surgery. I live in Newquay. I know everyone. They know me. So odds are you know someone. And I'm looking at all these quite attractive ladies walking around the surgery and thinking, oh no, is one of them going to be doing it? And then it was this lovely mother type lady, really great. And I went in and she scanned me nut, and her face dropped. She, it's quite funny how these memories are attached to emotions. And her face dropped as she was looking at this monitor up on the side, and her face dropped. And I said to her, "Is this cancer?" And she says, "Well, I can't tell you that." She says, "But you're going to be sorted. You will be sorted with this." So, wiped up, went home, cried my eyes out in my bedroom, and then the next couple of days, well, between then and the 28th of March, I'd had bloods. They get obsessed with your bloods. CT scans, and that was the other worry. I got booked in for then an ultrasound, of everything. So they did an ultrasound, well, here down to my sort of thigh area. So obviously they're checking then if it's gone anywhere else, and that was a worry for me as well. Am I riddled and I'm going to die, and the testicular lump is just it's come out in me, or was that it? That's it. That's it. So, and luckily he scanned everything, gave me a good lecture about how they're using food grade cling film over the scanny thing, and that was great because that saved money because they were buying food grade stuff and not the proper medical hygiene stuff. So that was great. I enjoyed that. So anyway, done that. Yes, you're fine. So then we know it's localized to me testy. So that's the first one. So then you have CT scans to make sure, which is interesting in itself, having a CT scan. And you get really used to... Oh, yeah, you get to keep pants on for the CT scan. You get quite used to dropping your pants for everyone. Urologists, people who scan you, you just, hello, how are you? Oh, very well, thank you. Just drop your trousers and get your cock out. Great. You get used to it. It's really bizarre how you just get used to it. And when I went for a CT scan the first time, I got to keep my pants on. I started getting my pants off. She's like, oh, no, you can keep that on. Oh, cheers, thanks. So you get used to it. The embarrassment soon goes, and it's to save your life. That's how you got to look at it. I'm taking my kit off, and it's going to save my life. That's how you look at it. And I can only speak from testicular cancer. Had chest X-rays, loads of stuff. Everything was great. They chop your nut off. Okay. You have a designated cancer nurse that I went to see, and she was great, Debbie. And we kept missing each other, trying to get hold of each other by the phone, and in the end I managed to get a date or something on the 28th of March. And she said, look, you're going to have an orchidectomy, and then I'm like, so you're going to chop me nut off? Oh yes, we're going to chop your nut off, right? When's that? 28th, right? How do we do that? In and out in a day. So they chop your nut off in a day, and they do that up here. Oh, I can't even see up here. So trousers are just here and just up there. So not a sack job. So not a sack job, guys. You think of vasectomy, chop your nut off. No, not a sack job. That's up sort of where you'd have your appendix sort of scar. So I've got one there. So they go in there and then down through and whip it up, and I think they took some lymph nodes out at the same time, and they also, I don't know if they go around your prostate. Google it, see if they do something faffing about with your prostate. So in and out in a day. So I'll talk you through that if you really want to know. I might do another video on that. So I had an orchidectomy. then you are watched like a hawk. I think I was in bloods every couple of days. I think I was having a chest X-ray every week. I think I had a CT scan every few weeks, which again is interesting because the stuff you drink makes you feel like you piss yourself, and it really does feel like you go piss yourself. It's unbelievable. If they didn't tell you it feels like you go piss yourself, you'd be putting your hand up and saying, "Oh, stop, stop! I think I've had an accident." It's bizarre. So that's quite weird as well. Um, so you have a CT scans, and then I'm going back in every time I have a chest X-ray. I was going back in, and you sit in a little room, and a nursey will come in and talk to you, and she just basically says, "Yeah, yeah, your bloods are fine. Off you go. Go do one." Okay then. And then one day my consultant walked in, and I said to him, "I don't want to see you, do I?" As he walked in, and he went, "Nah." So that was Dr. Wheatley. I went, "Nah." So, okay. So I said, "Right, what is it?" And he said, "It's in your lungs." Okay. And he says, "You've got 4 tumours, biggest being 12 mil, which doesn't seem a lot. So I had 4 tumours, but they were quite close in sort of like the bronchus pipes rather than on the fluffy sponges. So he said, "We're going to chemo you." Okay. And we'd already discussed how high. And I said, oh, actually, before that, I called him CUNT. So that was the first thing. Then I had a cry, I think. And then that's it. Then get on with it. That's what we've got to do. So what is it? Chemo. Right. Which chemo? BEP. So that's bleomycin etoposide. Three 3-week sessions. Okay. So a session was 21 days. So that's your 3 weeks. I had to do 3 of them. And this is what me and a couple of guys who were also having chemo, we were like hardcore chemo. Because some people would come in and go, oh, I have to do 2 hours of chemotherapy today. We were hardcore. And how many chemo are you doing? We're on 8 hours. 8 to 7 to 9 hour days of chemo being intravenously put in your arm. Okay. And it's not right. It's not good. Chemo's not good. I can't say it's good. But that's what you're going to be up against. So I had three weekly sessions. So you go in on day one. Day one would be like a Monday. So you go in on the Sunday. They hydrate you, so you get cannularized, and they start pumping fluids into you. Because if you don't drink enough, your kidneys melt. Okay, so you've got to drink. I was doing a litre an hour, so I didn't sleep. So the 5 days when you start, I don't sleep. I was petrified about damaging the rest of my body with this chemo, as much as made your hair fall out. Made my beard fell out. People walked past me in the street because my beard had fallen out. It started on a Sunday with hydration, so they just put a saline fluid in you, 2 litres. Monday, you start 9 o'clock, chemo. Now, I was obviously you feel like shit, but it was kind of just like a hangover to begin with, like a horrible hangover. And you could feel the poisons going into your veins and around your body, so you will feel it. It felt kind of cold and stingy, so that kind of flows through your body, and the colour would drain from you. But fuck it, do it or die. That was my image. I loved my chemo. Chemo was going to save me, and after my first sort of 4 or 5 days on chemotherapy, when I was in the hospital all the time, so I went in on Sunday. I didn't come out till the following Saturday. And I did chemo Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then they keep you in, take you out on Friday. So I did like 8 or 9 hour session every day, and died. And it was really weird because I didn't throw up or anything on my first hit for the week. And then every Tuesday chemo, I'd throw up all night. But it's a real quiet sick. It's not like you're pissed and you're deep throating the toilet. You're making loads of noise. Apparently, like that, because I had hundreds of bowls around me because the nurses. I love my nurses in the NHS. I love them. I had all the little bowls, these round paper bowls to vomit in, and I had them all around my bed. And the guys were waking up like, "You've been sick." Yeah, how long? All night. So I started about 1, and I was puking till about 4. Yeah, 4 or 5 hours puking. But it's a real strange puke. It's not like a food poisoning or drunk sickness. It's just and you just It just comes out, just fucking comes out, flows at you. But that was only for one day. That's only for my Tuesday night. After Tuesday, I was okay. I felt shit. I felt like puking, but I didn't puke. So it was only on the Tuesdays I went in on my three weekly sessions. So finished on the Sunday. Sorry, I finished on Saturday. Was allowed home. Then you come in on day 9. So that would be how can I do this? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday you're out. Sunday you're out. Monday you're out. Tuesday you come back in. So that would be day 9. Okay, so day 9 you go back in, but as an outpatient. So you just go in and sit in a chair and sit. Shit, there's millions of people will be waiting in the waiting room. No hair. Yeah, that was mental. It's fucking everywhere, cancer. So you go in there and there's people with no hair and then what you'd expect. And you sit and you wait and you go in for about, I think it was about a 3 or 4 hour hit. About a 3-4 hour hit, sat in a chair, cannularised again, and squirted into you through intravenous or your Baxter pump. Mine was a Baxter pump. I called her Jane because she squealed like my sat nav. Bing. So I had a real good. I was good with her. She didn't beep all night. So you have your Baxter pump, and she just sits there squirting it in, and then you feel shit. By this stage, I'm still walking in. Okay, I'm still milling around. I'm still driving. I'm still doing things. Okay, I'm just feeling horrific. No real symptoms. A little bit constipated. No real symptoms. Symptoms of chemo can be anything. They gave me a brochure that fat. Okay, that fat, and it had everything in it. And I had a bit of a panic because it's like you're going to be constipated. You're going to have diarrhea. You're going to get thrush. You're going to get ulcers. You're going to get your hair falling out. You get nails falling out. Well, shit. And I was like, fuck, is all this going to happen to me? I'll be dead. And they're like, oh no, we don't know how it's going to affect you. So everyone's different. So that was a panic over. So anyway, so you're feeling shit. You know, you're not, your hair's not falling out, or your beard's not falling out. There's shit that's kind of happening but not happening. And you're doing it. You're like, yeah, fuck, I'm cool. I can fucking do this chemo. Because it also fucks with your mind. Or that could be the rest of the drugs they put you on. Because you're also taking anti-sickness, tingle in the bum. I'll tell you that story in a minute. And that could be what screws you up. Not just the fact, oh, you've got cancer and you might die. That fucks you up. So, you're in there, you go in as an outpatient, and then you come in for day 15. So you go out, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, day 15. Remember, 21 days in a cycle. Day 15, you're back in again for another 5-hour hit of chemo. Sat down in a chair, in the room. Were you on your own? No, I was with loads of people. We were in like a ward. Loads of us in there getting a couple of hour hit, having a chat and a laugh. Then you go into day 15. Then you're resting. Woo! Rest day till day 21. Starts again then. So you go in on a Sunday, then you do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Chemo every day, 8 hours, 7 hours, something like that. Combinations of your chemo. They might give you a bit of bleomycin and bleomycin and the top side, and they might give you a cisplatin. Depends on what your consultant wants to give you. And that goes on, and you do that. By the end of the second week, I was noticing hair falling out. I was losing a pound a day. When I would go in, I'd lose a pound in weight a day, which is mad. But that could just be because you're not eating. And plus the pain, intense pain. I'll talk to you about pain in a minute. After the second week, you're noticing stuff. This is only for me because it might not affect you, but this is what happened to me with my testicular cancer. My gums receded and were very sore. I didn't have many ulcers. Second week on, my beard was falling out. If you pulled my beard, it would just come away in your hand. And then one day, I shaved it off because I just had bald patches. Washed my face in the shower, looked down at my hands, and they were covered in all the short pieces of hair. Okay, in my hands, just covered in my hands. So it was smooth. My bum hair went. There are good points. There are good points to chemotherapy. My bum hair disappeared. Fantastic wiping your bum as a bloke with no bum hair. Brilliant. Loved it. That was a good point. Another good point. Fleas, flies, don't go near. Do not touch it. It's brilliant. So there are good things to everything. That's one for chemo. I think I'm going to end this video now and have a wee because I need a wee. And I'm going to talk to you again. So we're sort of at week 2 now when stuff starts going really wrong. All right, cheers.